Hey, Steve Mignotti here in Cape Cod, Massachusetts with a 1970 Ford Mustang Fastback. If it looks very sanitary and well done, that's because this is a Boyd Coddington custom, built for his son Christopher some years ago, but it's holding up beautifully. And it's in the loving hands now of a friend of mine, Bill Hauser, who is selling it because of some medical expenses. He fell off a ladder, hurt his leg, so the time has come to sell the beloved Boyd Coddington Mustang Custom. And it's a Boyd Coddington car, we know that because it's very sanitary. The paint on this is delicious. It's basically base coat, clear coat, metallic blue with a white stripe on the back. And of course the marker lights have been filled in by the customizers, but in Massachusetts you have to have factory marker lights if they were there in the past. So to appease the Mass Registry of Motor Vehicles, Mopar circular lights, which are awesome on the back and the front, make it legal for registration for street use in Massachusetts. Other things we see on this car are the deletion of the stainless steel trim around the windows, gives a sort of very sanitary look. And nice touch. Stock window, but again, the chrome here, which distracts you otherwise and obstructs the view of the car, has been done. Again, this is the Fastback 02 body style. That's a good thing. And the whole back of the car looks nicely done. The chrome is beautiful. The paint, the beautiful paint, extends all the way down to the rear valance down here. And we'll take a look at the front of the car as we make our around and look at those subtle Boyd Coddington touches that separate a Boyd Coddington custom from all the others. The door handles replaced. They call this shaving a car. The handles would go here, but they kind of distract the eye. So now the car has poppers here that electronically open the door, both sides, and again, very sanitary work. At the front, the windshield has also been de-stripped, if you will. The chrome that goes around that has been eliminated for a more sanitary look. The wipers are here. We have to have those for legality for street use, and that's functional and all there. And again, the Boyd wheels, got to have Boyd Coddington wheels on a Boyd Coddington Custom. And again, Boyd's son Chris drove this car in high school. He kept it very clean and well. And it's also a California car, no rust. Getting back to Boyd Coddington, let's go to the door sill. We'll go to the other side. I'll pop that door in a moment. Let's do it here. And you can see right in here the Boyd Coddington logo in full effect. Right here, down on the rocker panel, Boyd's, Hot Rods by Boyd. And of course, American Hot Rodding, or Hot Rodder, was Boyd's show for many years. And this car, I'm not sure if it appeared on an episode, not sure. But as Bill Hauser is making the rounds, it is a fastback with the big rear seat delete and also a roll bar inside, which was installed by the Coddington family. It's a 4-speed car, factory 4-speed, and it's a top loader 4-speed right there. And just a nicely done interior. You know, stock seats, but they're reupholstered. The carpeting is stock looking, but very much fresh and reupholstered and, you know, updated. But again, a beautiful look inside and out. 4-wheel disc brakes, by the way. Another detail that was a Coddington touch, and why not? Behind those beautiful Boyd wheels, 4-wheel disc brakes, not the drums that would have come on from the factory. And under the hood, let's have a peek at that. And again, the stock 70 Mustang would have a marker light right here, not a very pretty thing, so that's another Chrysler, probably Dodge Charger kind of a light. They're generic, they do the job, and they make the car legal for registration in Massachusetts and many other states for that matter. Let's pop the hood. Speaking of the hood, it's a steel hood with a nice fiberglass scoop added right here. It's functional, and let's take a peek under that hood and see what we find. And here we go. It's a 351 Cleveland. This was born a 351 Cleveland car, but it's lightly modified. Probably about 350 horsepower, I dare say. An Offenhauser aluminum intake manifold, dual point distributor, and also a 4-barrel Holley type carburetor right here. Boyd's billet air cleaner lid, chrome dress-up goodies here. Manual disc brakes all the way around. Here's the booster right here. But again, this is a car that runs and drives very nicely in traffic, on Cape Cod traffic for that matter. Nice big radiator here, keeping everything cool. So this car can be cruised and driven on, you know, a Labor Day weekend traffic jam and keep its cool and not have any issues. Nicely done front bumper, the chrome work, the factory type grille, right here. It's not a billet piece. You might expect that from a Boyd Coddington or an aftermarket piece, but that's a factory, a new old stock, if you will. Mustang grille, beautiful, blacked out, very sinister looking device right there. And continuing our walk around, again, we see the deleted window trim. It's a plus in my book. Although the trick rails are still there, because one of the things is if you ever drove this on a rainy day, not that you would want to, but if you did, you roll the window down and get water on your shoulder without these here. So these prevent that hassle. Let's open this door right here, see how it works. Popper, there we go, there's the electric popper. And here's the cockpit, if you will. Bill Hauser drives us, and Despite his leg injury, he's recovering from that quite well. He can drive the 4-speed, work the clutch. It's all here. The clutch is fresh. It works well. And again, a fun car to drive. I didn't pound on this. We drove over here and then Bill made a couple of acceleration runs. It's definitely 350 horsepower. And the 4-speed transmission is a major addition. A lot of people say that I want an automatic, but nothing connects the driver to the car like a manual transmission. And just a beautiful utilization of 1970 Mustang bodywork, made sanitary by the folks at Hot Rods by Boyd. So to learn more about this car, let's take a look in the trunk, by the way, first and foremost. I'll need to open the trunk and get the keys going. This has a story. This is actually a kangaroo's private parts, if you will. This tells you the car is balls. Okay, this goes with the car, by the way. Speaking of which, let's look in the trunk and see what we find. And this is definitely the factory wheel, or the lip spoiler right here, which is baked into the Mustang design. Beautiful. They call this the cam tail, K-A-M-M, after the German aerodynamicist who just discovered the cam effect, which reduces drag behind the car as it goes down the road. By the way, the gas cap, brand new. There we go. All fresh. Gaskets are good. Everything's nice and sanitary. Well cared for. And the attention to detail with pretty much any Boyd Coddington vehicle speaks for itself. As we get into the trunk, let's open that up and see what we find. And turn that key, lift the trunk. There we go. Okay, here it is, right here. Here's the factory gas tank with well presented, the Zolatone type covering on the gas tank and inside trunk mounted battery right there, a good thing right there. The less weight up front, the better, and putting the battery in the rear quarter is a better thing for handling and acceleration. And again, this is the Boyd Coddington steering wheel that came on this car and goes with it. Boyd's logo right there, cut into the billet aluminum horn button. And this is right here, kind of cool. This thing is a Texas title with Diane Marie Coddington right here, Boyd's widow, and this is proof positive. This is from the Boyd Coddington estate and the hive, built for Chris Coddington by Papa Boyd, if you will. Must have been a heck of a high school car. Must have been a pretty popular guy driving this car around. He's treated it well. It's not banged up, scratched up, and it's a rust-free 60 or 70 Mustang Fastback. So learn more about this car. Bill Hauser, you can see billhausercarpet@gmail.com or call Bill at 508-360-8215 for pricing information and any questions you might have.